people might be confused between the fintech and the digital banking or digital financial products. Digital is the easiest thing to do, to digitalize the paper-based works, SOP and the credit rating and the ALCO kind of issues into digital form. But digital will not have the smart technology to process all the credit risk or the profiling of the customers, be them individual or corporate, and so on and so forth, even the probability of default. And fintech is something extra beyond the digital capabilities of any product. So we're talking about something which is of higher level of quality to transform the product into smart and more tangible and more cost-effective solution for everyone, the shareholders, and particularly the consumers at the end of the day. From the Shariah point of view, technology has no religion. In fact, sometimes, particularly in our own time, technology can help Shariah better because in Islamic banking and finance, our two verticals which are very important are traceability, the ability to trace the value chain of the contracts, and the transparency. And nothing else can do better than technology. We cannot rely on human. Human might have some limitation and constraint, but the smart technology can detect from the wording, from the algorithm, from the pattern of everything, the contracts, the words, even the fatwa, even the documentation, even the IT. So we can have the crawler to extract the right information for the right purposes. And this is the power of technology to make Shariah more visible, more tangible. And I'm very excited to be living in this era and not sometime before this, because we'll make the Shariah easy to sell. We can make the Shariah story easy to share and sell and make it more transparent in this modern world. So fintech is the ability to make everything data-driven. So everything we do should be backed by the data, be it small or big data. Of course, the big data we have, the better, because the data can give you the direction of everything. I have been involved myself in the fintechs in Malaysia, helping one of the development bank. As you know, we have the commercial bank, investment banks, and the least category of the bank is a bank which are getting the grant from the government to help the SME to get whatever funding needed, because they have failed at the commercial bank, but they are the engine of growth of the country. So they come to the bank, asking the bank to give them the loan. Most of them were rejected, not because they are not good businessmen. They have good ideas, but the way they put their business proposal, the way they profile themselves, the way they put all the variable of the economics, of the cash flow, of the sector they're in, of the family-based management, upside down, and that's why the bank rejected them. And mind you, most of the bank will take about 1 month to process their application. 1 month means a lot. And in our case, the bank has put aside about 60 staff to look into this rejected loan application by a commercial bank, and they will take about 1 month to come back to them. Through the fintech technology, by having the profiling, by having the right product to the right client, and how much will be the long-term, short-term offering to them based on their own profiling, their own business they are in, we can reduce from 1 month to 2 days. And we have reduced the 60 employees to 2 staff just to coach and monitor the robot working for the bank to look into the whole thing. And this can be repeated in Shariah thinking algorithm. In fact, we have seen how the AMLA has been transformed into fintechs. No need to have the human to look into the profile of potential money launderers of the world. The system can be implemented. I've seen that in Singapore. So the fintech has come, and we're not talking about fintech today. We're talking about the Shariah value proposition. Number one, it makes Shariah more visible, because there's no element of limitation. People can see Shariah more visible. Number two, it helps people to be bankable. And Shariah provides and promotes the idea of making as many people bankable. And Shariah, from the Maqasid Shariah perspective, will look into how to make that person with that idea bankable in the eyes of so many agencies, be them bank or P2P and crowdfunders and so on and so forth. The third, cost effective. It will bring down the cost of doing business a lot, significantly. The fourth, from my perspective, the Shariah will look into fintechs as the element to do the compliance better and the auditing better, because through the technology, nothing will be escaped, nothing will be missed out if you can put the right algorithm. From the wording used by the board of directors, from the Shariah scholars, from the minutes, we can transform them into a powerful tool to monitor and to extract all the potential default, potential breach, as well as the actual breach and the non-compliant activities. And perhaps the last but not least, fintech, from my point of view, will help something which we have been suffering a lot for the past how many centuries, impact measurement. We have been giving out the money, we have helping people on zakat, wakaf, but there's no impact measurement. So we have applied our own system in Indonesia for the zakat collection and zakat distribution in Jakarta city, million of zakat beneficiaries, and we have seen how the 1 rupiah being collected, how many days, where it goes to, and how long it will be kept with the agency, and how fast they can give back to the society, what is the profiling process, how do they pick up the recipient, and how do they transform back the money to the society, what would be the narrative between them and the zakat beneficiaries, and how do they trace the effective use of 1 rupiah. Either they tend to use it for their own personal thing, which is good, or something which is not meant to be used from the development point of view. So it is a value chain traceability, and this is not something new. We have seen that in Lazada, in Amazon. Everything that you do in this kind of platform can be turned into a data, and data can tell you what's to be done in the future. So when it comes to Shariah perspective, it makes everything impactful. And this is something which is very, very interesting to see how could we measure the impact of banking and finance through smart technology. And I have to mention, fintechs is the new thing, but alongside the fintech, we have the element of blockchain, the cryptography. And cryptography is not new to Islamic world. It has been developed by Al-Kindi in Baghdad in the 9th century of Hijrah, where he developed the first formula to unlock the code of secret messages in the military kind of war during that time. It was later developed by the German in the Second World War, and it goes on and on. So cryptography is something which is a new technology, not new from that perspective. It has been used in the past, it has been modernized, and that can help us to identify the person. Perhaps at the end of the day, I would like to submit, with due respect, fintech can help to combat and fight against money laundering better, because everything can be traced, everything can be monitored through the smart technology, and this has been the call of everyone wanted to see a more sustainable, greener, more ethical, and more impactful financial system, be it Islamic or otherwise, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, everything should be looking to have something which is real, which is sustainable, which is impactful to benefit the whole population of the world. I think with that, I would like to end my short presentation on fintech and Shariah. Let us believe in fintechs, let us believe in the big data. In the US, there is a mantra saying, in God we believe, in data we trust. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.